Yeah, today it is good. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can make your own Navajo flashcards using Google Documents. So first of all, Google Documents is free if you have a Google account. I do have a Google account, so that means I have a Google Drive I can use, and that's where you can create your create any documents or presentations or spreadsheets, things like that. So if you have a Gmail, then you should be able to have Google Drive. So if you're on the Google homepage, you might see this grid thing over here, and it'll say Google Apps. And you should be able to find it right here, Google Drive. So you would click on that, and it's going to take you to your Google Drive. So from there, we can create a document. So I'm going to click on this, create a Google Doc. And I have Google Doc open. So I'm going to reduce the size just so we can see the page. There we go. Alright. Since we're not doing anything too elaborate, we're just basically putting a picture on the page and making a choice to add text or not. So very simple. We're just going to keep it simple. It's just something for you guys to get started in, helping your kids learn Navajo. Me personally, I like to use flashcards because they're fun and they're especially if you add the Navajo words on there. To make it unique. So I just want you guys to have different options in how to create flashcards. It's just something for you guys to get started. So Google Docs is one place. Okay, so first of all, you have to think about where you're gonna get your images. And since you're just using this for your own personal use at home, you basically have, it's your choice where you want to get your images, and you basically have a little more leeway to what kind of images you can use. But I will say that where you find images, some images might have to be paid for because they're in a specific website that maybe has trials or memberships to use certain images. So just keep that in mind. So let's just say if we want to start doing a Google search on images, we can start there. So I'm going to open another tab, and then I'm just going to start looking for images, right? So let's just say I am going to do animal flashcards. So I can just type in which animals what images of the animals I need. So let's say, for example, I want some cat images. So when I typed in cat illustrations, a lot of different images popped up. And these ones right here, they are specific, on specific websites, like images websites, like iStock and Shutterstock and stuff like that. So those you might have to pay for, or you might have to join for membership. So, but there are some that are free. You will just have to just search and find it. But I like to go to Free Pick. So Free Pick is one. I also like, not sure if it's on here. Well, actually, it wouldn't be in illustrations. But let's say you're just looking for photo images, just cat images. I like to use Unsplash. Pixels, I believe, is another one where you can find some free photos. But I'm gonna go back. I like to use Free Pick to find more graphic type images. So I'm gonna type cat right here in the search box, and then so on this side you can pick this where it says free, and it'll show you free images. So let's just say I'm trying to find one I like. Not gonna be too picky though, because like I said, it's just home use, and we're just using it temporarily so we can teach our kids Navajo words. Okay, so let's say I like this one, so I'm gonna click this one, and then I can download. So I would download that. Free download. And I'm gonna open it and put it on my computer right here. Okay, so once I have it on my computer, the next thing I can do is, oh, let's just say you did a search of all the animals and you got all your images. Then you go back to your Google Docs, you're going to say insert image, you're going to upload it from your computer. You're going to click the image that you want, and that's going to place it for you. Okay, so this right here is good. It's perfect, and I can resize it. I think you can, like, there's some options down here, like how this image is going to be placed on your document. You can either choose like wrap text or break text, just so your cursor doesn't end up like in a weird spot. So just like this, and then your cursor will be like right below, and you can choose to write your Navajo word in there. You can choose a font size. Okay, and then I'm gonna highlight this font, and I'm going to click the three dots up here and center it. There we go. See, we got a really basic flashcard on one page. Another thing you can do is, so I'm just gonna press return so I can create another page. So another thing you can do is go back to insert image and search. You can click on this as search the web, and then this will pop up on the side, and let's just say I'm just going to use an image from here. And like I said, because it's for personal use, you have, you know, like you get to choose what you want to use for your own personal use. Trying to find an image that I like. Save this one. Click on that. Click insert. Okay, so if I were trying to resize it, go. Let's say I want to crop it, so I will make sure I click on it, and then I'm going to go up here to crop image. Crop it so I can resize it better. Okay, then I'm going to do that. Choose the break or wrap text so I can just move the image around. Then my cursor's down here, and then I can write my text. Nope. Oh no, I messed up. Okay, there we go. There we go. So there's some like simple flashcards, so I can keep going how many flashcards I want, and pretty easy, pretty simple. Alright, and then the last thing I would do, so let's say I got my set of flashcards, then I will go to File and Download, and I will download as a PDF. So let me do that. Okay, download, and I'm going to open it. It's going to open in the web browser. Oh, there's my flashcards. So, might depend on like your printer or your computer, but you should be able to print it where you can print multiple pages on one sheet. So instead of like printing like one flashcard on one sheet, unless that's what you choose to do, that you can do that. You can have big flashcards, or you can choose to, let me see, I'm not sure if this one, there you go. So mine's, let's say I want to print 2 pages on one sheet. There we go. So on one sheet of paper, it's going to print 2 flashcards, and so forth. So you can print 4, it'll print 4 pages on one sheet, 6 pages on one sheet, and 9 pages on one sheet. So you can do it that way. That way you can choose whatever size of flashcards you want. You can save paper this way too. So, alright, then, yeah, so let's say I want to print 2 pages on one, and then I'll press print, and then I'll have my flashcards, and I can start teaching my family Navajo, start showing my kids. For you, to give you guys a little bit of motivation and inspiration to get started on using flashcards with your kids. This is what I do. I just make my own personal flashcards for my family so I can start teaching my kids new Navajo words. And if you feel like maybe you don't have time to do this, or maybe you don't have the resources, you can also go to my website, and I have flashcards on there. You can also check out the resource library. I have a couple of flashcards in there that you can get started. Yeah, but I'll put all that in the description below. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. Yeah, so anyway, like I said, hope this video was helpful. Oh, one more thing. I also have a video on how to make flashcards using Canva. That's really where I use my flashcards, and it's a pretty great program for you to use as a beginner. And yeah, so if you want to check out the video, I'll also have that in the description. So anyway, I hope you guys found this helpful, and I shall see you in the next one.